Joseph now to kick this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the...
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. This shorty, she support ride, lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side, ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the rings. Now what I do?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's a short kick taken at the 15. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Set. 20.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure. pressure on him, but he's able to flush. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Ready? 57, 80. 57 to Mike. Take me 80. Check now. 81. Great.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ready? 180. Shot 53. Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready? Take four.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 36 yards, and the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, 72 yards. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
This is Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Browns have retaken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. 85 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
It all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
180. Check, 59. Let's go, heavy. Let's go, heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got?
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield off the play fake. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 47 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Christian Kirksey gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. To try again after the sack. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, an even 90 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Over the middle to Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Watch the slant. Check 59.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Gano for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. 9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run again with Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 30 on second down, Newton, he'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Newton forced out to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Whip. Watch the whip. Switch.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jannard Avery. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much right after the catch.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Mayfield looks to throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement.